So turning now to SMU here in Dallas, Southern Methodist University, the home of George Bush's presidential library. Since 2010, they've put up 3,000 flags on the main grass area in front of Dallas Hall on campus. It is right smack dab in the middle of campus. They come out with a new policy last month, just now getting publicity, that says they don't want to offend anybody, and they specifically use the term trigger anyone. So they want to move all of these types of displays, including 9/11, to another area on campus. To me, it's an outrage, and 9/11, I don't care what you do with the others, 9/11 is not the same. It should get its own. If they want to do it, then let them do it. And sometimes life isn't fair.
This story boggles my mind, and I think, is it because, to me, I've read it two ways, that you have some snowflakes there who are very upset about the presence of so many American flags, and they don't want to acknowledge, apparently, 9/11, which I'm not quite sure. It's more offensive to me that someone wants to refuse to acknowledge it in a larger way than anything. But some of the complaints apparently were that YAF, which is one of the free speech college campus, good old Republican Reagan groups, that they're behind this, and they were upset because this organization was behind this expression of remembering the victims of 9/11. That really should not matter. This is not a partisan statement at all. It's not a partisan display. It's not based in politics. It's just as simply acknowledging 9/11 and the victims. And golly, these college kids, how were these people raised? How are these, oh my gosh. Look, at some point, I have kids, and they're going to grow up, and they're going to go to college, and they're going to go to college in Texas, and this is going to be one of the colleges that they will not go to if people don't start getting it together. It is ridiculous that there is this amount of outrage towards a simple outward show of acknowledgement to one of the greatest terror attack on United States soil. And it's insulting and offensive that these students think that this is insulting and offensive. I'm more outraged than they're fake outrage.
Can you imagine a student who sees 3,000 flags on that lawn and is somehow triggered or offended by it? Those 3,000 flags actually represent lives. And I think it's important we remember, and the longer we go now, it's going to be 16 years, the longer we go, there's going to be kids going to college at SMU that weren't even around when September 11th happened. And this memory is important, and I think they should put it back. Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, had urged Gerald Turner, the president of SMU, to reverse his decision to move this.
I would just remember what happened in the wake of Mizzou and everything, that all of the protests and all of the triggering and everybody's sensitivities and everything that happened, and so many false accusations and taking things over the top. And now, as a result of campus protests and political correctness run amok, that campus saw that university saw its enrollment drop. And they had to shut down a number of student housing because they just simply didn't have anyone enrolling, and not enough students to fill it. And that was a direct result of this political correctness gone insane. And the same thing could happen here at SMU. The same thing really stands to happen anywhere, because I think now people are starting to grow tired of this sort of reaction.
Let me tell you something. If this starts to happen at a university like SMU in the heart of Dallas, I can only imagine what's going to start happening around the rest of the country, and we're seeing it play out every day. It's sad. The political, we talk about political correctness. I'm at the point I think it's completely politically incorrect to move the flags.
No, it would be a statement of political incorrectness, because you're saying that someone expressing outward acknowledgement of a horrible terrorist attack, and see, you know what? That's fed up calling right now, saying no, we're done with this. This is crazy. No, it aggravates me because so now apparently the flag is a politically incorrect symbol. The cross is a politically incorrect symbol. We could have a whole conversation about just the representation of a firearm. But now the American flag used, thousands of them used in a memorial. This is a memorial. It's the same. It would be like getting offended going to the World War II memorial at the Capitol. It would be like getting offended going to the Vietnam War memorial. It is a memorial. At some point, you don't have the right to get outraged about everything.
And at the last point is that, truthfully, I don't really care if they're offended. That's the bottom line. I don't care. If they get offended, I don't care.
I really don't either.
Yeah. Dana Loesch. That's why we agree.
It doesn't
so often.
change. It doesn't magically change anything. It doesn't magically change anything. If someone is offended, it doesn't suddenly alter the universe. If someone is offended, yeah. I mean, look, I don't. Nobody has the right to make us react to their outrage.
That's exactly right. Dana Loesch, as always, thank you.